Only made too many changes. Like a bride and a groom and a Nigerian wedding out in Lagos. It's too many wholesale changes. Like how you gonna not start Greenwood and how you gonna not play Ronaldo and still think that you're gonna bang though. What? Only made too many changes. Like a bride and a groom and a Nigerian wedding out in Lagos. It's too many wholesale changes. Like how you gonna not start Greenwood and how you gonna not play Ronaldo and still think that you're gonna bang though. And you still have faith in Martial when you know he's done like Pacquiao. Bottled it yet again like Actimel. So only gonna please tell me your rationale. What? Sitting there again like Kinel. What? Yo, this is the OT99 Banter room where opinions are shared and smoke gets served. Look, we're back again with another show. It's your boy Firms and it's NK here today. And you know what? Today we're going to talk about the game which has just finished. Well, right now anyway, by the time you see this video, it probably will be later on this night or the next day. But moral of the story is I'm pissed. We lost 1-0. You know, West Ham goal came pretty early, enough time for us to equalise and go on to get the winner. Manchester United just didn't have that bite. And this is the reason why we've depended on guys like Cavani before Ronaldo came. This is why we depended on guys like Ibrahimovic. This is why we'll want someone like Greenwood being more central, more of the focal point. This is why Cristiano Ronaldo is needed for games like this. And Manchester United, and I said this before in the previous pod, I was just like, Manchester United are not serious. If they're serious about winning trophies, they know what they have to do. Yes, there's a thing about squad rotation, but when I looked at this squad, I already thought that we rotated way too much. And this isn't about who we're playing, and I keep reiterating, first of all, West Ham's a strong side, but this isn't necessarily about who we're playing. I mean, whether we're playing Millwall or whether we're playing whatever, for me personally, I just feel like if you're gonna rotate, don't rotate too many. The maximum you're trying to rotate is about 2 or 3. Manchester United rotated quite a lot of guys now. We had the whole new back line. We had Matic back in the fold with Mata, who hasn't kicked a ball in God knows when. And then who else was there again in the midfield? Donny van der Beek again, who's had minimal game time. And then up top, you're bringing on Lingard again, who, you know, we had a decent game against West Ham, so it's understandable. And then we had Greenwood, and then we had Martial again, someone who's not been firing. And when I looked at the lineup, NK, I don't know, but I'm going to go on to ask you this question as well. But when I looked at the lineup, I thought, where's the goals coming from? Like, where's that certified? You know, I didn't have that certified, like, yes, this person's going to start. Look at that squad thinking, they're all decent players, they're all good players. But where is the certainty for me where of that goal coming? What's your thoughts when you saw that lineup anyway? Give your views on how you feel.
Yeah. When I saw the lineup, it was what I was expecting anyways. You know, some of these guys need game time, so you expect Martial to start because he hasn't really kind of like played. You expect Sancho to start because he didn't start over the weekend. You expect Lingard to start because obviously he come off like twice as a sub and he scored. Mata, we know Mata was always going to find some type of way to kind of like get into the team. The midfield too, Van der Beek, Matic. You just knew, obviously, we were talking about Van der Beek getting opportunity to play. So I expected him to start. Matic too, yeah, I expected him to be there. I mean, Matic, I expected him to be there too. The backline, Lindelof was always going to be in. He had a lot of game time last season. He hasn't played a lot, so you expect him to come in. Bailly too, you could say, yeah, he will want to rest. Maguire, probably last season, he would have probably still played Maguire, but this season he's trying to rest. Fullbacks too, you expect the same thing. So Luke Shaw need a rest. Wan-Bissaka too, probably you would say. I think maybe Wan-Bissaka should have played because he's not going to be involved in the Champions League. So maybe, but then you have to kind of like get the lot kind of like up to speed because if you're going to need him for that game, Henderson coming in. The lineup was what I was expecting anyway. I wasn't expecting anyone kind of like big. I would have expected some kind of like big players on the bench, you know, like maybe Ronaldo was always going to get a day off, you know, Ronaldo was always going to get it. But yeah, you can't really say a lot about the lineup. The lineup, I feel like, and even West Ham themselves, West Ham made 11 changes themselves too. So both teams changed the whole team. So you couldn't really say anything about the lineup. Everybody was playing their team B, to be honest with you.
But I mean, that's so. My point is like, when I've seen Manchester United make these big changes, more time the result is not favourable when we make too many wholesale changes to our squad. today was an example of that. You know, we've seen why Chelsea's still playing in the game right now. I think they're in penalties right now. I don't know what the scoreline is, but when I left, they were in penalties.
Yeah, Aston Villa missed 2 penalties on the road, so I'm pretty sure it's over, man.
Chelsea, you know what I mean? But the thing is that they went to extra time. Not to say that Aston Villa is a difficult team, but when you're playing a big Premier League team like Aston Villa, well, recent anyway, you want to make sure you're playing a strong squad. It shows for us, especially Manchester United, less so for teams like Chelsea. More so for Manchester United, I would have expected us to be like, you know what? Again, it's about how serious do you take it, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, with regards to lifting silverware. Ole doesn't have the luxury of being like, oh, I just want to focus on major silverware. You know what I mean? For Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and with his job, and with the things that he's got to do in terms of implementing a winning mentality amongst this crop of players, his thing is about, you know what? I'm treating this Carabao Cup as if it's the Champions League right now. These guys need to taste what it means like to win. And I'm not even upset that I saw guys like Delo playing, or Tellers playing, or Matic. I mean, I'm just thinking like, damn, you threw everyone in at the same, you changed the whole back line, even down to the Henderson. I mean, with David De Gea's form, I mean, it's like, how much do goalkeepers really need to rest? Like, please, can Henderson just cut out, please? Like, why is it that goalkeepers should just be left alone, bro? Like, it's not even a rotational fitness thing. Now we're in a position where we're rotating them. You're breaking up the communication that centre-backs have with goalkeepers. You're breaking up, like, the synergy and chemistry. I'm just like, and it's, you know what, to be fair, like, if we was playing Millwall or something, I'd be like, yeah, I'll be fuming. Like, we should have won this thing. But West Ham's a big club, bro. Like, West Ham, changes or no changes, they're a big club, man. And for me, I just feel like we just let this one go. We flipped it again. Because for me, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is not a Klopp. He's not a Pep. He's a guy that we consistently say reliant on key guys that do star performances, pull it out the bag. The guys you want to be keeping on is the guys that are in form, that are your star guys, that are pulling stuff out the bag to get you a result.
Yeah, you know what? I kind of disagree with you when you say that Ole should have treated it like as a Champions League game or anything like that. Look, no matter what happened, whether he win the Carabao Cup or not, if Man United do bad in the Champions League and the league, we will still be calling for his head. So the Carabao Cup it's not something that you could say his season is not going to be judged on it. His season is not going to be judged on it. Yes, as fans, and I feel like today defeat. I don't really look at Ole too much. I look at the players more anything to say. I look at the players more than I look at Ole. This, you know, for at the beginning of the season, we've been talking about, how is Ole going to rotate? How's Ole going to give this place a chance? After today's performance, I don't see a lot of these guys going to knock on Ole's door to say, hey, Ole, why are you not starting me in any game? Martial, for example, cannot go and knock and say, hey, why are you not starting me?
How did he start 90 minutes? How did he finish the game? How did he stay on for 90 minutes, Martial?
But when I finished, because we did not have no other striker on the bench. We did not have no other striker. Cavani's injured. Ronaldo was out of the game. We did not have any. I would have probably thought maybe Greenwood should have probably come on for him, because look, the whole game,
bro,
it took us 60th minute for one of our forward players to make a forward run, and that was when Greenwood came, and Greenwood made a forward run, and then Van Beek kind of like found him, you know.
Movement, lacking movement. No movement, lack of movement.
So as I said to you, like, these players need minute, and when we go out of competitions like this, it means that a lot of these guys are not gonna get minute, because between now and probably to like December or so, all we're gonna be playing is the Champions League and then the Premiership. And you know, Ole is one guy too that he doesn't like to rotate. And you know what? On the evidence of today's performance, I would not blame him if he doesn't rotate. Today, none of the guys that came in today, the only person I will probably make an exception for is maybe Van der Beek and then Matic, that you could probably say they made a case for themselves, because let's face it,
I think Sancho did well. I think he did well.
No, Sancho did not do well. But maybe as time goes on, we can talk about individual players as we go. But you know what? I was disappointed. Delop, for example, I was very disappointed in him, because, you know, the host has been talking about how AVB is not good attacking wise, and we need some kind of a fullback to do attacking. he was pants, and Ole will probably be thinking like that Champions League game against Villarreal, like, I'm screwed when I'm dropping AVB for this guy to come in, and he's gonna be praying. Look, and this is key. He is gonna be on his knees praying that Luke Shaw don't get injured, because Taylor's performance today, that was just dog shit. That goal.
Do you know what?
Goal, when I saw the goal,
he got turned inside out, bro. Taylor's got turned inside out.
It wasn't the fact that he got turned inside out. I thought Frederick was a right winger, and then later on I found out he was a right back. He got turned inside out by a right back, and that was sad.
Bro, like, look, for me, right, I scream this all the time, right? We be talking about, oh, Dalot, let's play him, let's keep him. Look, I've seen enough of what's his called? Dalot, sorry, I'm saying Dalot. We're saying, oh, let's keep him and all of that stuff. I've seen enough of him for me to know, you know what? This guy he ain't ready for the level that we need right now. He ain't ready. Yeah, he's a youth and yeah, he's young. But for Man United quality, people keep saying, oh, he's attacking. Yeah, he can do 1-2 step over and that. But he's not that amazing to me going forward either. Like for me,
he's not.
He's just defensively, Telles and Dalot just leave you exposed. And when you're playing those two, the best thing you need to do is be playing someone like Varane. You know what I mean? Edwin's just joining the house. Let me let him in. The best thing you can do, right, when you're playing Dalot on the right, and when you're playing flipping, what do you call it, Telles on the left, is to play your best centre backs. For me, I don't care what tournament it is. I keep saying
even that was still not going to be enough.
I know, but what we've done now is brought in Bailly and Lindelof cold against two fullbacks that can't defend for nothing, and they're not even that great going forward. People keep saying, "Oh, Telles has got a hell of a cross." When's the last time we've seen Telles cross a sweet ball? When's the last time we've seen Dalot like do something amazing attacking?
But you need to look, and you know what? This is the biggest problem. This is Man United. Nobody should come and carry somebody. So don't tell me that, oh, we need to play Maguire and Veron so that we can accommodate for someone like them winger. No one is coming here to hide. These are big players that are getting paid. And you know what? They had a poor performance. And as I said to you, any of the guys that are in the first 11 are not going to be sitting down there shook that their place is going to be on the line. None of them. Luke Shaw is going to be sitting there thinking, you bought this guy to come and give me competition. This guy. And then I was like, I'm going to say, look, these people are here complaining that I don't attack. Did you see what my guy did? As I said to you, none of these guys today made a claim for a starting lineup. And none of them, and you know what? Even as fans, in the next like week 2, 3, 4, I don't want to hear anybody talking about, oh, how Ole doesn't rotate or how Ole doesn't give so and so a chance, because today they were poor. If Martial don't see pitch for the next like 3, 4 games, no one should complain. If what do you call it? If Mata don't see pitch, no one should complain. If they don't see pitch, no one should complain.
Martial, yeah. I'm hearing rumors that he's getting sold for 40 million. Bruv, we need to accept 30 and just call it a day, bruv. But go on, the only person who? Greenwood.
Yeah. Martial, you know what?
No, what was you saying? What was your point before, NK? You were saying the
only people that could probably go to Ole office and say, yo, why am I not playing? Can you give me a chance? Is Van der Beek and Matic? Because today, we talk about our midfield and stuff, but today, I feel like, especially Matic going forward, it was very good. Van der Beek was very good today in terms of like getting the ball from the defense and everything. He never panicked. When he get a ball, you just you know how when Fred get a ball, you always panic that, hey, he's going to lose the ball. When he had a ball, I mean, you could see 2, 3 players there and he would still find a way. I feel like the whole game, that was the only bright side. We as a team or as fans, the game got excited for us when Greenwood and Bruno came onto the pitch. Apart from that, anybody on this pitch, I mean, Lindegaard was to be okay, but as I said to you, and this is what people talk about Lindegaard, you know, he is good, but he's not a guy. You know, all these players are good, but they are not the guy. and that is what we as fans we need to understand. Yes, you can talk about Linda can play better than this person. They are not guys. They are not that individual brilliance that we look.
Bro, I told you,
guys.
Bro, I told you that we done too many changes. This is why you look, Edwin. You're here. Welcome to the OT99 Banter Room, where opinions are shared. Look, we're assessing what we saw today. By the look on your face, it looks like you've got a bit to say. You don't look happy about it, rightly so. So give me your breakdown of what you just saw, man.
I'm just tired, and you know what? I'm just frustrated. I don't think it's the changes. You know, I feel like we need to go back to the core, and it's Ollie, because I was thinking about this today. Yeah,
True.
It gets to a point, that further up there's Van de Beek, right? Greenwood is an exception because he's been doing well, yeah. But really think about like if you've come into the team, right? Who's actually played well for Ollie? Who's he developed? No one. The only players that have come in and done well are players that are good already.
Luke Shaw from Tellez and stuff like that.
Yeah, think about it. Yeah, everyone's blaming the players, but we've got to think about the core. Where's it coming from? There's not only one player that this happened to. Like Cavani does well because he's already good. Ronaldo, he's a legend already. You know what I mean? Varane, established, right? But everyone that's come in here, really think about it. Like they've not developed or grown under Ollie. You know what I mean?
Is that Lindelof? No, who did he bring in? Maguire, Wan-Bissaka, Dan James, who's gone now. Who else did he bring in? And those
Van de Beek,
Sancho, and he don't
Ronaldo,
use him. Sancho's early days. Yeah, I mean, you're right.
Bruno Fernandes.
You're right.
Bruno's
already a star.
Okay. But Bruno's an exception because he's someone you don't have to develop. The question was whether he could develop and do well in the Prem, and you know he can, right? But really think about it, like no one's really developed under Ollie, like. And when you look at the team here, the setup, it was just like, okay, this team should have done well, like. But I don't know what. And one thing I don't like about Ollie now, he does too much talking to his coaches, and then when we're losing in the last 5-10 minutes, that's when he wants to come fight, like. But to be honest, we all just. You know what we were like? You know, like buying Coke and it's just flat. That was it. You open a Coke, you think it's gonna be fizzy, you drink it and it's flat. That's what Man United was today.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm sorry, but today I don't want us to put a blame on Ollie today. It is not Ollie's fault. It is not Ollie's fault that you had a striker on a pitch that would not make a forward run. That is not Ollie's fault because the midfielders could not find anybody to hit the ball to. It is not Ollie's fault that your wingers are not taking players on. It is not. Westham.
You know why?
Yeah.
Your audio's not that great, Edwin, you know? Is there something you can read?
You know what? 1 second. Let me... it's on my... Wait. Sorry.
I could hear him go.
It's just a bit... It's not as the quality that I'm used to.
It's a bit far from the camera, that's why.
Yeah, is that better?
Much better.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's you know what? All that time it wasn't coming from my headphones; it was coming through the speaker. But
yeah.
You know why I say it's Ollie's fault? Because he's watched Martial in the last couple of games, and Martial's not been doing none of that. So, do you know what with Martial? Yeah, I said this last time. You need to play him on the left. He's not. He can't play. Like the thing is, the way Martial does all this neat stuff, you need someone on the left. He likes to run. He likes to play 1-2s. He plays like a winger up front. And that's what he is.
But then today we did not have no striker though. Cavani's injured. Ronaldo was rested, so no one else was going to play up front except for him.
Sancho on the right, Greenwood up top, Martial on the left, bro.
Greenwood should have played.
Only Van de Beek could have played in the hole.
You know already, Greenwood didn't start the last game, did he?
He did. At West Ham, he did.
Yeah, he played, yeah.
But he won't be playing up front, like, you know what I mean?
He's not going to be playing every game. That's the thing. Look, you're right.
So I feel like Greenwood should have played up front. If you're going to play Martial, play him on the left because Martial likes to do this like you were saying this from too much touches. When he's up front, instead of being direct, he'll do this back heel or, you know what I mean? And we don't need that in the box. So Greenwood should have played up front. Martial, if you want to play him on the left. Sancho on the right. You know what I mean?
I think Martial.
It's like Chelsea and Villa.
I think Martial is done.
It's like the Chelsea Werner thing. Like they kept on like rinsing him. Nothing was happening, and we keep playing Martial.
This is not like Werner, bro. This is not like Werner.
Bro, we keep
Werner
playing.
was getting into position. Werner was getting into positions, and he was missing chance. Martial don't get into no position.
That's a fact.
The whole game,
I know, but what my point is
Chelsea
wasn't getting what they wanted out of Werner. Yes, he was making runs, and yes, they kept on playing him whatever like that, but they weren't getting what they wanted out of him. And essentially what they said is, next summer, do you know what we're going to do? We're going to buy Lukaku. Yeah, we just bought Werner, but we're going to buy Lukaku. Man United keep playing. And yes, we brought in Ronaldo and this and stuff like that, yeah. And we got Cavani. Unfortunately, he was injured because he would have played. But my thing is Man United keep playing Martial. All he keeps playing Martial as if like we expect. Like, we ain't got time. The thing is, we ain't got time to go through all of this stuff with Martial and hope and put all our hopes and rely on him to get our goals, because we've got to win stuff now. Man United has spent so much money now. Right now, if it was peak last season, bro, this season is peak. Forget Martial. Like, Martial needs to either hold left or hold bench, bro.
No, but do you know what is true? It's true what you're saying, because like, even at half time, if you know it's not working, yeah, even your substitution, why have you kept Martial up front?
I would have never taken off Lingard personally.
But the thing is, I was surprised when Greenwood
substitution was bad.
I was surprised when Greenwood came on and he went to the right. I'm like, bro, like you should be up front, because look how direct he was straight away. Even, you know what I mean? Just put him up front. But,
I thought the change that was gonna come was literally gonna be, I don't know, Martial. The way Martial was so poor in the game, and I was very surprised when Lindegaard got taken off, because Lindegaard, you could say, was one of the only guys that, in terms of like the forward people, he was the only guy that was more direct. Sancho was not direct. Sancho, I think, is gonna take him some time to get used to how United play. Sancho remind me of how Mata play, where he always want to do this simple one-touch ball. Like he want to play a bit what do you call it? As the American would say, cute.
Yeah,
cute.
It's cute. Yeah,
he just want to do like them simple ball. Like, them pass that you pass it, but you don't put power inside, and then the water on the pitch.
Donny van der Beek. Donny van der Beek.
And you know what?
Yeah.
You need to be direct. I think it was only like around like the 75th minute, 80th minute that when Langa came on, which, by the way, that kid, I see something in him. When he came on, that's when Sancho became a bit more direct, where he wanted to try beat people, or just wanted, because we need more of that. This is Man United. You cannot pass. We don't do passing, bro. We do not do passing, bro. You can't always. We need him to. He know how to dribble. We know that. We know he can do those kind of like risk, kind of like passing that Bruno tried to do. Don't worry about losing the ball. Just do it. If you lose it, Fred is gonna be on the floor, sliding on the floor somewhere, bro. Don't worry.
No, but you know what? It's true. You said. I feel like when we bought Sancho, we bought him like not even comparing the two players, but for the Ronaldo effect. Because when Ronaldo first came, we didn't really care. Like, remember before, they didn't really care about it. They just wanted to. Even Ferguson said it. They said they signed Ronaldo because they needed someone that had something different. Because they had like Beckham and Giggs. So like, obviously, you had Giggs that was doing that, but they needed someone that was flary, that could attract fouls, that could beat players. And that's what, with Sancho, he's not doing, like you say, he's playing too neat. He needs to just be like, fuck it. Like, I feel like
I think he's just trying to get used to the Premier League. The thing is, Sancho, naturally, he's always a slow starter anyways, because if you look at even last year at Dortmund, he didn't score his first goal until, I think, December or January.
But before the seasons before that, though, before the seasons before that, it was doing well. I think like his head was turned and it was
but it was, and then even this season too, like it's a new league. It's a what do you call it? It's a new league. The pace are different, but I feel like him not having preseason was part of it too. And I feel like and then I can see a bit of like a confidence issue to where he just trying to like please the manager, trying to please his teammates. So when he get a ball, he doesn't want to kind of like do too much things wrong.
At the same time, we don't know what they're telling him. They could be telling him play it simple.
Bro, only don't tell foreign players nothing. Only say go and play about your game.
But I wouldn't be surprised if they told him, look, keep it simple, get in the positions you need to. I wouldn't be surprised.
Only never tell the forward players nothing. I think it's a confident issue thing. I think as time goes on, he will get his confidence, and then he will just gonna think. My only fear, my biggest fear is, if he doesn't kick off in the next like few games, he will struggle for game time, especially when Rashford come and Rashford kick on, and then you're gonna have Rashford, Ronaldo, Greenwood, and when these three guys hit form, I struggle where he will come on because Lindegaard might work. Because right now, Lindegaard is ahead of Martial. Now Sancho probably gonna be in and out of the team, but he need to be up quick and fast, or he will start losing his starting spot, and those little cambio appearance might just not be what he needs just yet.
True. Do you know who I was surprised that went off though? Mata. Because
Matt
I'm not
was
gonna
playing
lie.
sweet. He was doing
You
creative.
know what?
Being a bit
When
creative.
you think about it, compared to everyone else, he was the only one that was trying to make things tick. Even you know what I mean? Like he'll pick up the ball. Because when you watch Man United, one thing I don't like about them, they've got such. There was a point where
He passed it to Sancho, right? And Sancho hit the crossbar. Was it?
Van der Beek picked up the ball in defense and he ran out. And then he was looking up, like you see, he was looking around for options. There was no one running, so he had to turn around and pass it back to the defense. So that's what I'm saying. Like at least with Matt, like you know what I mean. Mata was still trying to make things tick. So when he took him off, and it was like, that's what I'm saying. Okay, fair enough that you make subs, but the decision making is.
Bro, this is what I said. Look, I looked at the team and said before you came on, I said I can't really see where the goal's gonna come from. Yeah, there's good players on the pitch, but the certainty's gone. The guys that give me certainty is Cavani and CR7. Greenwood gives me certainty, but Greenwood's playing on the right. When I just looked at the combination of guys, I was just like, this is going to be a tough game because this is against West Ham. I wasn't sure. And then you see these guys when you talk about movement. You will see Ronaldo doing movements outside of the camera lens. You get me? He's just doing his thing. Someone will whip in a ball and CR7 is there. You see Cavani doing the same thing. Look, we got guys, that's not natural. We got guys that's natural strikers playing out wide in Greenwood, and we've got guys that are not natural strikers playing in the positions where the natural strikers should be playing. Where you've got people, when you're talking about, no one making movement, like Martial ain't got time. He ain't even thinking about that. Where's that in his brain, bro? We're not thinking about that.
I'm not gonna lie though.
Sancho's not a natural finisher like that. Yeah, he gets goals and assists, but he's not like a natural finisher like that. He's more of a creator. So who's the one that's making these runs, trying to be instinct, like killer instinct? Bro, that's Cavani and Ronaldo.
Another thing that stuck out to me, and I think it was mentioned last one, is our right back and left back get the ball so much. Do you know how much the ball and the right back, the lot got the ball? And like just the end product is like nothing came of. The only times he was in a position to, I don't know. I just felt.
Yeah.
Hello?
We were talking about it earlier on. Like both guys. As I said to you, Lindelof. You know what? Today, even Lindelof done all right. If Lindelof came and then replaced Maguire at the back, I would still feel okay. If Telles come and replace Luke Shaw, I will be shitting myself. If the Lord came to play with our what do you call it? Our Wan-Bissaka position, I will not feel comfortable.
Bro, Lindelof only did well, in my opinion, because he had the brute Eric Bailly next to him. But Bailly
is so rash. Yeah,
Eric Bailly is bro. The thing about Lindelof, to see guys like Lindelof, Lindelof is always quiet in the game, more time. Yeah, he has decent performances. Don't get me wrong, he's the captain of his country, whatever. But he reminds me so much of like your Pau Torres and all these guys that we were linked to. These guys are the ones that just hide. That's not their style. Like he's not that style to be all in there gung ho. Bailly was the one jumping in the air, clearing that ball, making those challenges, those last challenges.
But he had a poor game though.
He had a poor game. Don't get me wrong.
But he played. I feel like he tried though. He tried. Out for time. Like he was going in for tackles. He was trying to like bring the ball forward. You could tell he's off pace a bit, but
nah, bro. Bailly, I was, you know what, with Bailly, I was just thinking. Imagine this guy next to Maguire or something, bro.
Nah, I thought
he done all right. I thought Eric Bailly done all right.
I feel like he'll do better with Varane than Maguire does with him.
No, not really. I think, but Bailly and Varane will never be a good partnership. Trust me on that. It will never be.
You never know.
Nah, it will never be.
My thing is
Varane needs a calm guy next to him, like your Maguire or Lindelof.
But all the difference is because Varane's a calm guy, he might need someone that's just rash like that. Because you know, with Maguire tries to do that calm, but Maguire can't dribble or pass.
Look, me as I'm saying, about none of these guys that play today.
Let's dribble though.
Yeah, none of these guys that play
Maguire,
today.
he can pass, man.
He can pass, but as I say, none of these guys that play today, none of them none of them deserve to be in the first team. As I said, Van der Beek and Matic, you could probably make a case for them.
Yeah.
The rest of them,
Bro, Oli,
Sancho,
the thing is
Lingard,
Oli is treating this type. He's treating these cup tournaments. He's not treating it whatever. Like Oli keeps trying to please guys. This is my thing about Oli. He's trying to keep the squad happy. He's trying to please everyone. Look, Wan-Bissaka got a red. There's no reason why Aaron Wan-Bissaka shouldn't be playing today. Henderson,
the weekend, isn't it?
bro. Henderson, why is he even in the sticks?
Well, he played good though. He was good.
No, let me tell you something. Yeah, this is what I don't like. The commentary was gassing him, saying, "Oh, he made two good." The shots were at him. What do you expect?
No. But still, that was good.
And the thing is, he's got the worst distribution. Have you when you watch back again, watch every time he gets the ball, he boots it. And then when he boots it, we lose the ball.
Ball distribution is very bad. But today, at the end, he made like one or two crucial saves. If the gear was making it, we'll give him credit. So we have to give him credit for that. But he still didn't do enough to take over the gear's place. So let's just say we changed Shaw, we changed David De Gea, we changed Maguire, we changed Varane, we changed Aaron Wan-Bissaka, we changed McTominay, we changed Fred, we changed Bruno Fernandes, we changed Pogba, we changed Ronaldo. You know what I mean? Greenwood came off the bench. You can't tell me that we're going to have a positive... you can't expect a positive result when you're making many changes to a team that doesn't even play. You expect Ronaldo to play?
Bro, what I expected... No, what I expected is Greenwood to be up top. Remember when we talked about it? I was like, Greenwood, play up top. You keep playing this crap. Like, Martial's not bringing anything. Whether he's playing QPR, whether he's playing Millwall, whether he's playing West Ham, like... it's by luck or by chance. Right now, we're just sticking it out and riding with it. What we should have done is made maximum free. If Oli, this is not about whether it's the Carabao Cup or not. If Oli's serious about winning a trophy, you don't make too many changes.
But not the Carabao Cup though. But if Oli win the Carabao Cup or not, and then he do well,
It don't matter, bro. You should be going for everything. No,
Van Gaal got the FA Cup and got sacked,
bro. I'm not saying that he wouldn't get sacked if he won. I'm not saying that that will protect his job. What I'm saying is, if Oli is serious about lifting silverware, you can't be making 10-11 changes to your 11.
Who would you have changed in this team? Who would you have changed in this team? Who would you have played today?
The Low won't be playing.
From last week's game, who would you have played today?
The Low won't be playing. Henderson won't be playing. I would have at least had a Maguire or Varane at centre back. I probably would have had the both of them because centre backs are just calm. They're not one of them players that players that get burnt out already. That's a lot of your foundation.
I've got a point. Do you know what?
That's a lot of your foundation covered.
So
McTominay and Fred didn't need to play.
On today's evidence, knowing that we are going to be playing every single week like that, you will risk your best players to play. And if based on today's evidence, if any of these guys that play against West Ham get injured, are you going to be confident enough that these guys are going to come and step in today? No, you will not. On today's evidence.
Bro, so there is a reason why we keep talking about, if these men get in. Look, where's all of this talk coming from, bro? This is early on in the season. We're talking like raw, like where we've just finished doing the Christmas back-to-back runs. Everyone's burnt out. Like, all of this stuff about, we need to rest this guy. Bro, don't talk to me about rest until when these men has played at least 20 games, bro. Are you mad?
Saying is, if these guys are getting paid, and they are not allowed, and they are getting paid, and you telling me that they are not good enough to play in the Carabao Cup, then what are they doing in the club?
That's not our business. It's not our business about how much they're getting paid. We have the eyesight. We know about these men. We've seen it for yourself, right? We know, but we continuously keep making this mistake. We're saying, we've got this man, we need to do rotation. Look at our squad. Every time we've put them to the challenge, what have they done?
NK's making a good point, because technically, we should have won today. It doesn't matter. Like, the thing is, Man United. Listen.
Boys.
We played. Listen. We played draw the weekend, right? Then we played today. They were playing this weekend, right? They were playing midweek. You got to remember, there's no point risking, but for us to be a good team, we need to have the depth that we can play.
We ain't got them, bro. We ain't got them. That's the thing.
So what?
you know
So
what
because
lost
we
today?
don't have them, do you want to play everybody weekend?
No, but
Now
do you know,
we don't
do you know
have
what
them,
lost today?
we need
Do
to
you know what
balance
lost
it
today?
more.
Do you know what? It wasn't the team. It was the tactics.
Oli.
I'm
Oli,
telling
Oli.
you.
It was not
Because-
the tactic, man.
It's Oli,
Do
bro.
you know,
It's
do you
Oli,
know
bro.
why?
It was
NK,
not a tactic. It was not a tactic, bro.
NK. Do you know why I say that? Yeah, if they done one little shift and play Greenwood up front, yeah, right. Played Lingard behind him. Played what's his name? Sancho on the right.
Oh, Sancho, yeah.
Even if you played the Elanga guy on the wing on the left in the beginning, and just kept Martial, like you didn't have like, bro. I don't know what. Anyway,
Fam, you're forgetting that
all I'm
Yarmolenko.
saying
You're
is-
forgetting Yarmolenko missed the open goal. You're forgetting that
That was
Noble.
at the end. The game
Noble,
was open.
it don't
But
matter.
what happened?
There's
between
90
the
minutes,
80th
90
minute
minutes.
and
Yeah,
all
that's
was
true.
going
They-
on?
we-
No,
90
really.
minutes is 90 minutes, bro.
because
You're
Yeah.
forgetting that
No, we were
Noble.
at that
Noble.
point we were playing like three at the
No,
back because
bro.
we took our
It don't matter, bro.
we took the left back off and put a right winger off.
But listen to that. How can you take a left back off and bring a winger on?
Well, because you know what we always talk about how only need to take risks to win a game. He was trying to
That's
win
not,
the game.
that's not the time. That's not the type of risk you take in life. That is
Okay,
like,
You know
NK,
what,
let me
what,
ask you a
remember,
question, NK.
I'm
NK, let me
gonna
ask you
see-
this. Let me ask
Yeah.
you this. You looked at that team and you're thinking, raw, like, this team's looking a bit, or did you look at them and think, oh, great? Because for me, I'm looking at it like this. Oli, we keep saying Oli's that guy, yeah, is non-tactical. A lot of the fan base say, you know what, he's not that guy that really knows how to change a game, influence it, in-game management. He depends on his quality players to pull something out the bag. Then you're looking at the man and thinking, how many man on that pitch is pulling something out the bag today? Greenwood. Sancho's rusty. Think about everyone else. How many man can you count on it and say, boom, these men are pulling something out the bag? Nobody. And that, I mean, from a, you know what I mean? I'm talking about throughout the team. And when I'm talking about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in terms of his team selection, if we're looking at him to say, oh, he's going to be that why we should have won. No, we should have won. Because in the same breath, we're saying Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is not that guy to make those changes to go on to influence the game to win it. He's not the guy. But yet we're sitting there saying, oh, the team should have won. Look, how many times have we fielded the team? How many times do you keep repeating it and saying Ole should have won? He should have won. Look, Ole should have never got locked out of Champions League group stage. He should have never lost against. He should have never lost against Besiktas. He should have never lost against Young Boys. But he keeps doing it because he ain't tactical like that. But yet he keeps saying the same thing.
No, you know what, and you know what.
Play your star guys.
There is
five.
Yeah. Now this is and this is the thing. We sit here week in and week out talking about how yesterday Man City made changes, won the game. Even what do you call it? Chelsea today made changes, won on penalties. They
but
struggle.
they've got a good manager. They've got a good manager.
It does not, bro.
What
look,
do you mean it doesn't matter?
listen
That's
to me.
everything. What do you
Listen
mean?
to me.
This guy
Oli
thinks it's
is
FM
not
or
the only
FIFA.
guy. Oli is not the only guy out there.
It's
getting
everything.
wages, bro. Oli is not the only guy getting paid, bro.
NK, please,
Oli,
you're just chatting.
no, bro. Ferguson.
You
Ferguson
ask
against
Arsenal
Leeds
fans
United.
whether it matters about our
Listen.
manager Arteta. You ask them.
Ferguson lost against Leeds United when Leeds was in like championship or so. They came to Old Trafford and won. Sometimes
No,
this
you can't
stuff
compare
happens.
the two. The Ollie's not even
No,
in the same conversation.
I'm just saying, you look. Sometimes as fans,
This
need
isn't
to also
FM.
come
Okay,
here
okay,
and
you know
look
what?
at the players. You
No,
cannot
but
sit here
no,
every
but
day and blame Oli all the time.
No, but you know why we
when
can't?
we lost to
Because
Young Boys,
But the
when
thing
we
is,
lost to Young Boys, you put the blame on the manager because he made the changes that influenced the game. But today, he put big guys out there. Martial, people have been calling about him
his
trying to get the
selection
game.
was
Sancho,
poor.
70 million
Okay.
kind of guy.
Okay, do you know what
Bendiga.
it is, yeah? NK, are you okay? So you're telling me, yeah, with what we had on the bench, and forget about who wasn't there. Ronaldo,
Right.
all their man weren't there, right? They weren't there. With what we got on the starting 11 and the subs, did he make the right selection?
To be honest with you, today,
Think
I
it
feel like
through.
he did.
Think it
I feel
through.
like he
No,
did.
Think
No,
it
no,
through.
no, 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 no.
Think about
Today,
it.
no. Today, and you know what? Today, I feel like it did. Martial, yeah, we can make a case for Greenwood, yeah, playing as a number 9 all we
Okay.
want. But Martial, up until the last 2 seasons, has been playing as our number 9. He went on international duty for France and he played as a number 9. So you cannot tell me that, oh, this game you're going to play Greenwood. Whereas today, as I said to you, our main aim as United fans this season is the Premiership and the Champions League. You cannot tell me, listen to me. You cannot tell me that you would rather have Greenwood start as a number 9 today and have him on the bench against Aston Villa. You cannot tell me that. You cannot tell me that.
I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is that look at all right. If we're gonna go with selection, fair enough. We've got to start in 11. Yeah, this is why I say it's Ollie's fault, right? When you watch Moyes and even these other managers, when a player's not running or not doing enough, they get in their ear. How many times did you see Moyes call over even?
And that's what I said to you today. You know what? And then this is the thing. We have sat here and we have been doing this blog for 40 minutes, and out of this 40 minutes, we have spent about 20 minutes or more than that trying to justify how Oli done the tactical thing wrong, how Oli thing, and we have not spent more than 5 minutes talking about how Martial was so bad in this game.
But you know what?
You cannot always blame the manager.
You know what? The thing is, I agree with you. But
you talk about how Tellez got 10 inside out. That was Oli's fault. That was Oli's fault. How is a left back?
But what I'm saying
that guy got 10 by a right back. Bro.
I know, but you know what, NK, I agree with you, but what I'm saying is that if you're a manager, right, and you're watching the game, as we were watching it, you're thinking, Martial's not playing well. Okay, if you don't want to take him off, fair enough. Talk to him. We didn't see no.
We can't do it, bro. Listen.
That was the only thing.
It's not even that.
The only mistake
That's not the only thing. Do you know what that frustration comes from?
Today was to keep Martial on for 90 minutes.
That was the only frustration comes from. I tell you where the frustration comes from in our Man United fan base. We look at the team and we're always like, this team should have been able to win this game. That's what we do. We always look at it and say, this team should have been able to win.
This is what game you talking about? No.
We should have been. Look, this game, we're looking at it and saying, oh, that's a strong lineup. Or that's a decent lineup. This team should have been able to go on. This team should have beaten Young Boys. This team should have beaten West Ham this game. Or this team shouldn't be drawn against, who was it, Brent? I don't even know who we drew against this season, yeah? We keep doing it. But what we keep forgetting is that Oli is not, you're looking at a team and thinking the team's just going to go out there and get the 3 points. People underestimate how important it is to have a solid manager, a good coach that knows the tactical changes. We saw a real life example of what happened when Lampard left Chelsea. And Man United fans are under disillusion, or a certain section of them are thinking that, oh, this team should have got, not under Oli. Right? When is it gonna get through to Man United?
When Lampard left, Chelsea had the same team. But listen, crazy.
When is it gonna get through to our fan base's head? If we haven't got the star man on the pitch, expect the unexpected. That's what I keep telling you. All the star men are the people that saving Oli. Game in, game out. We need to get it through to our head. If we ain't got our star men, expect the unexpected. I don't want to hear about, oh, we should have won this game, and then I don't see man them like CR7 on the pitch, Varane on the pitch. I don't care.
What we talking about?
I don't care about the squad rotation.
If Liverpool last season, you might talk last season.
He ain't Pep. Stop talking about these man. He ain't Tuchel. He ain't Klopp, and he ain't Pep.
See, look. Today I come here and I'm defending Oli. I'm defending Oli.
That's why you wanted to get sacked. He'll be the first one chatting, bro.
Last season, Liverpool done so poor. Did they blame Klopp? No one blamed Klopp. No, everybody blamed the fact that Van Dijk got injured. But today, you sitting here and then you blaming, Oli and stuff like that. You know, Chelsea today.
Klopp has got years of experience behind him, bro. We know he's 30.
Chelsea today.
Norwegian league.
Chelsea today made changes. Lukaku was even on the bench. He came on as a sub later on. But Lukaku was on the bench. They were playing against a very young Aston Villa team. They went to penalties. That's how they lost it.
But the question is, are Chelsea through to the next round?
They are through to the next round.
Wait, is Man United through to the next round? That's the point.
And then you know what? And then we're sitting here and we're talking about West Ham as if like West Ham is a team that plays in the championship. West Ham play in the Europa League. You know,
West Ham play in the
Europa League. West Ham play in the Europa League. So and they are in the Premiership team. Even that, the team that we put out there today, as I said to you, none of them today. If you sit here today, can you tell me that the players out there play such a good game that you thought that, oh, you know what? They played a good game that it was the manager tactics. No one played good. And you cannot tell me that the tactics made them play bad.
Bro, I've seen managers
I agree with you.
The team's play. Like Tuchel, we were there sitting there thinking, damn, this team ain't gel. Like the team under Lampard is the same players. We're looking at them thinking, damn, these guys ain't going to go on to do what they did. Like, in hindsight, when you look at it now, when Tuchel came in, you're looking at these players, they're a whole nother beast. The manager is so important to the way that these guys play. We don't even know the full potential of Manchester United. We don't know the full... Let me finish. We don't know the full potential of the players that we've got because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is not bringing it out of them. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer gets lucky. Yes, he will go on these runs. And yes, he depends on the likes of your Bruno Fernandes or your Rashfords or your Pogbas to be able to get him out of the dirt. Like, I can't sit here and think, oh, yeah, I know that we're going to score. Like, looking at this...
No. But see, Fema, this is where you cover. Look, Carlos Ancelotti was at Everton. You cannot tell me you expect him to do what he done at Real Madrid with the same guys that he had at Everton. You cannot tell me that. That is a big difference. You cannot tell me. We can sit here today and talk about all the big star players as you want. Chelsea, if Chelsea don't go get a Lukaku, they don't win the Premiership. They do not.
But they won the Champions League without Lukaku.
Champions League is not Premiership, mate. But the Champions League is not Premiership, mate.
You know how hard it is.
Porto won the Champions League. Porto won the Champions League.
So
Champions League.
Leicester won the league. What are we saying?
I'm just saying.
Hey,
Look
at this guy.
Pep. When company left, Man City was miserable. He went to buy Ruben Dias. Came there, whole defense new. So yes, sometimes managers do need players in order to play the way they want to play. We can sit here and talk about Ole all you want. Bro, he can still go ahead this season and win the Champions League and the Premiership. Because
but we have since Klopp came here, Klopp has not won no FA Cup or League Cup.
Can I ask you a question?
He won the first trophy was the Champions League. So Ole is going to leave the... Well, I'm just saying.
Has Klopp won the league yet? Has he?
Yes, he has.
Klopp won the league. He won the last one.
So what are you talking about? He's won the league and Champions League.
His first trophy was the Champions League.
So that's fire. What are you talking about?
I know. So only first trophy might be the Champions League.
You know what? Okay. This is a conversation we'll have at the end of the season. We have to live in the moment. And right now, and this is what Firma was trying to say. Think about it, Chelsea were looking rubbish, not playing well, losing these 1-0s. Dominate. Do you know what they were doing? They were doing what Man United has been doing, dominating games and not getting the results they should. Like, the thing is, it's not that we played super bad today because we actually dominated the game, but we dominated with no...
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Can I ask you something? Yeah,
go on.
Okay. Do you think Tuchel could have done something playing Andres Pereira, playing... Who was we have in our team around that time? Andres Pereira, we had what? You know that team that we had? Even Martial, for example, players like Martial and stuff like that. Do you think that squad
he won the Champions League without a striker?
Let's be honest here. Let's be real. Because
I'll put my money. Look, listen to this. I'll put my money more on Tuchel doing something more of this team than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer doing something with the team. And that's a fact. And my point is this.
Bro, I'm saying,
do you look at this team? No, hold on. All right. I'll look at him at the end of the season. But do you look at this team that we fielded, right, and expect Manchester United to go on to win? Do you expect them, or do you expect them not to win against West Ham today?
Well, today, and that's what I told you. Bro, this is Man United. You expect Man United to win every single game.
You expect Manchester.
But all I'm saying is, just because we didn't lose today, don't come here and point the fingers at the manager.
No, but what I'm saying is this. If this is my thing, is this. When I look at Ole, I'm seeing certain things. Like when we went down to 10 men, we crumbled. When you've got 30 managers, you're not crumbling, bro. You're not crumbling. You're good. It's a team that Manchester, you just said, this is Manchester United with your own mouth. You expect to win every game. So if you're Manchester United, a team of our stature, and expected to win every game, the mentality that we showed when we went down one man was not Manchester United-esque. This team that we fielded today was a strong team, right? It's a decent team, right? You would expect them to win. Manchester United are not going into these games, right, with that confidence, with that Sir Alex Fink type of vibe that they're going to win, not under Ole. Under
You know
Oli, what
what?
we keep
No,
seeing is star men turn up inside out. Look, CR7 keeps banging in goals left, right, and center. He's the guy that's getting us out of trouble. He's the guy that should have won 2 penalties for us last weekend. It's not Oli. It's not Oli. Man, I just don't see Ole Gunnar Solskjaer being that guy that can rotate 10, 11 men, 9 men, or whatever it is, and still get the same result of them. The guys that we talk about in comparison are top managers here. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is relatively new in this thing. And for me, he's getting second, he went third, he's progressing, he got second. But for me, we keep seeing these games, right, where we're your star man. If you look at a lot of those wins and victories, Bruno Fernandes changed our fortunes quite significantly when he came in January. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer hasn't benched this guy since. There's a reason for that. Do you understand? There's a reason why this guy, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, is putting so much faith in Scott McTominay and Fred, because he don't even know how to get the best out of other combinations. He don't know, right, even with the centre-backs. He couldn't even drop Maguire and Lindelof, even though the fans are screaming, they wanted Bailly, because he was so worried that if he broke up that partnership, it's going to all go to pot. Like, this guy now is taking these risks now, because he feels he's got, I don't know what he feels like. He's evolved as a top manager now, and now he's flipping 9 men all willy-nilly when he knows that he needs to be lifting silverware, and this is probably one of his easiest chances to lift silverware, and he's not. He's just, for me, Oli, like I said, if you ain't playing star man,
it's true. You know what? It's true. I just feel like with Oli, right? Like, if he was really a good manager, Bruno shouldn't even have been on the bench. If you ain't got CR, if you're gonna rotate the whole team, you shouldn't even have to bring him on. But I agree with NK, right? In terms of like,
with what?
The focus should. No, wait. Listen. The focus shouldn't be like the focus is on the manager, but also the players. Like, okay, let's not forget the team didn't play well today. They gave the ball away a lot. There was no fluid play. There was no clear-cut chances that we really made. We had a lot of possession. We dominated the game, but with no prevail. But what we're trying to also say is that the goal went in the first 10 minutes.
You couldn't bring it back.
What happened after that? Fair enough. The thing is, like, how many times have we seen other managers, their teams playing poor? They get early goal, they do a quick sub, and something special, magical happens. Like, there was no shift. And what I don't like, Oli just sits there, watches the screen, and whispers in people's ears. Like, there was nothing. Like, I understand.
What are you wearing? Bro, this guy, we keep just talking about subs, like subs is the only thing that he's supposed to be doing. At the end of the day,
even the shifts in the pitch.
Bro, we're exactly. We're heavily reliant on what subs should be doing, when actually what we should be looking at is, Oli, why aren't you just controlling these games? Why aren't you killing off these teams where we're less so reliant on subs? Like, why are we always talking about subs to impact the game? Why are we thinking about subs to be like getting some getting some minutes now? Do you know what I mean? Like, or even more so closing down the game. It's more about bringing on subs to try and get an equalizer, to try and get the winner. Man's always on the back foot, but yet we're Manchester United that we should be winning every game. Yet we're Manchester United that's, one of the biggest clubs in the world. Look, this guy, Oli, this is his deciding season. This season, right, is key for him, because this guy has been backed. No matter what Manchester United fans may say, he's been given 400 plus million. He hasn't got his midfielder. Look, you're talking about a guy, that is dependent on key pieces of the jug. So all the fans in the whole Man United fan base.
Can we stick on today's game? Don't go behind.
All right, let me move on. Let me move on to this.
No, you weren't even though. You were talking about Champions League, and Champions League's not even here.
This waste man, bro. Look, I'm gonna talk about today's game, bro. Look, West Ham. This game, you had a team that was pissed off. We nicked that goal against them, or we should have smashed them, but the referee had a mazza. Look, they're looking for revenge. Straight after, they're playing us. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer goes with only Greenwood in my eyes. That is 30. Lingard had a good game. He came on would he come off the bench or whatever it is? Or did he start? What did he do? Did he start?
Wait,
he started.
who?
Lingard.
He started today.
He started.
Lingard, I'm still trying to suss him out. Greenwood, certified. Martial, I don't know why he was there. Donny van de Beek has been crying for game time. For me,
he tried today. He tried.
But the thing is, he tried. But what Oli done was take too much of a risk for his level and his skill set. And he's gonna be thinking that I'm a top man. I can do this. He's always gonna back.
But do you know what my problem is with Van? Do you know what my problem is with Van de Beek as well, right? is you're not playing him, fair enough, yeah. When you do play him, just play him in Bruno's position then and see what he could really do. Like when I saw him, I was like, realistically, yeah.
He played the 4-3-3 or whatever it is, isn't it?
No, he's played the same formation. Mata was
4-2-3-1.
playing in Bruno's position, but I just thought if you're gonna play Van der Beek, right, play him more up front. Like play him where he played, like he played before, played well when we signed him. And if worse comes to worse, how many times have we seen Mata play on the right? You know what I mean? Like Van der Beek should have just started higher up the pitch. Like not only you're playing people out of, like, you know, I don't know, man. Like that's what I'm saying. Like,
bro, you mans are just talking. If Van der Beek went to play number 10 and we didn't really lose, it's gonna be like, oh, why do you only play him there? No
So
matter what happens,
so we don't
Oli
know.
was always gonna get blamed for whatever happens. Look,
so
I'm
who
just
should
saying.
who should
I'm
get
just
blamed?
saying. Only I
He
just
wants to
saying.
blame the players.
Huh?
He wants to blame the players.
Today results, you have to blame the players.
Bro, you're
Today
playing.
results, you
My
have to
thing
blame
is
players.
this: you're playing guys, yeah.
How many chances?
No, but you're
Huh?
playing guys, yeah, who's a lot of them match fitness is dead, match sharpness is dead, right? Against a top team, West Ham. Like West Ham has just been scoring their top team. You're not playing like a Millwall, no offense to them. You're not playing a lower league championship team. You're playing, yeah, a Premier League team, a team that was fighting, knocking on the door for European football. Well, they got European football, knocking on the door for Champions League at times. You get me? Then you're talking about, oh, you're playing all of these, like, half of these men ain't even got that much game time last season, let alone this season, bro. And then we're talking about, oh yeah, you know,
So what, you rather come and play them? You rather come and play them when we're playing the Premiership? That matters
Bro.
more to us.
Bro,
For them to come
we
and
should
sat.
be playing better balance. We made too many changes, like I keep reiterating. I can't stress it enough. We should be playing a better balance, bro. We should have played. Look,
Oh,
for me,
what is the bet, bro?
back
As
four.
I said to you, we can
The
play.
back four,
We
don't
can
touch them.
play. Fema, we can play the same team we play at Westham, but you take Luke Shaw out. You put Tellers inside. That is a whole different thing.
I won't touch Shaw.
No, I'm just saying. Okay, so
I won't
who
touch
do
him.
you touch? Who do you touch?
I won't touch Shaw.
Maguire.
I
Who
told
do
you.
you touch? Who do you touch?
Look, I tell you this.
Because we are sitting here trying to make it look like we have to play the same 11 week in and week out. And then you
Matic,
cannot tell me
for
that.
me,
It's
Matic,
a squad game.
if we're going on
These guys are here to play the Carabao Cup.
Bro, if we're going on a 4-2-3-1, let me
We
tell you.
can win the Carabao
Let me
Cup.
tell you my lineup. If we're going on a 4-2-3-1, it would have been for me, Donny. I would have played him. And I would have played Matic because he didn't play on the weekend. Even though I would have liked him to start in the Premier League, I would have played them, right? I would have played them. I would have played Sancho on the right. He needs as many games. He got buoyed last time because of the red card from Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He needs the games. We need him to get full fit fighting as soon as possible. He would have started and he would have been playing on the right. Greenwood would have been through the middle. He needs to be getting more game time in the middle. Then I would have played Martial.
So you're gonna play Greenwood? You're gonna play Greenwood today and then play him on Saturday too? Early kickoff?
Yes, I will be playing CR7 up top, Greenwood on the right, and then Sancho on the left, or however way you want to spin it. Look, Greenwood, right?
So
we keep looking at these guys. Look, hold on. We keep looking at these men and thinking, oh, like them men are gonna die if they play now and then again. Look, this is the preconception that we keep putting on these men. These men haven't been doing it week in. Like, this is not like to say them like 20 games in, 15 games in, we're exhausted. And we're playing against a big team. Look, in the next round of the Carabao Cup, we could come against a swaggy team. Then you can think about how you want to mix it up a bit more. When you get up against a West Ham for Man United under the management of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, then I'm saying no.
I feel like you lot are ungrateful.
Bro.
You lot are ungrateful because
Ungrateful for what?
Since Ole came in, the Carabao Cup, he always
Sir
makes
Alex
it
Ferguson
to the
has
semis.
left him.
No,
Sir Alex
no,
Ferguson has left him.
No
ambition.
Let's make fact.
Okay.
Let's make fact.
He's happy.
He
Put
always
Martial top. Guys that ain't
no.
gonna give him a new
I said,
contract.
let's talk.
10 years.
Let's talk.
500K.
Listen. For the last 2 seasons, he has made it to the semis. Yet at the end of the season, we say that he's not good enough. So this season, he said, "Hey, let me try something new. Let me go out early and win this month, the Premiership."
This guy's trolling us. He's trolling us. He has to be trolling us.
No.
You know what? I feel like AK took a shot before he came on because he's too bad. Because
100%.
he can't tell you
Look, all I'm saying is, look, let's face it. Let's face it. The way they title races this season, we're gonna need most of our guys as fresh as it is. And going out in the Carabao Cup, it is not the end of the world. This is not the time for us to come here and be putting blame on the manager and stuff like that.
Fam, I'm knocking it in the bud early. I'm knocking it in the bud early. We keep talking about Oli. Is he going to learn from his mistakes?
So
this is not necessarily about him getting knocked out. It's about what is he doing in these games. I'm looking at
Fema, let me ask you a question.
What is he doing?
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask a question.
Go on.
Yeah, because we all make it look like, oh, players. Right now, as a Manchester United fan, this is the two options we have, you know. Oli goes, yeah, and Zidane come. Same squad.
Zidane would have come though.
Listen. Oh, actually, this is the option, yeah.
Listen.
Yeah, okay, actually, no.
You don't even need to finish, bro.
Listen.
You're delaying the time.
Haaland comes, Oli stays, Oli goes, or Zidane comes. Same squad. What would you prefer?
Zidane.
No, there's no way Haaland, bro.
Zidane.
No. So what? You would rather Zidane come and take over it, and then you are confident, 200% confident that Zidane can do something with this team and win a Premiership, Champions League, Carabao Cup with this team.
Bro, look at his stats, bro. The guy is winning cash in the 4 years he was at Real Madrid. He won the league once or twice, and then he won the Champions League like 3 or 4 times.
Okay.
And he did. And before you go on to the next thing, at that time, the teams he was winning with, he didn't have the best Real Madrid team.
He did. Oh, listen.
No, he didn't.
Ronaldo said Ronaldo.
Do you think Zidane could have won the Premiership
was
or
gone
the
at
Champions
one
League with our team last season?
Say that again.
Huh?
Do you think Zidane could have won the Premiership or the Champions League with our team last season?
Let me answer one question. Let me tell you one question. He wouldn't have made some dumb signings that some of the signings.
No, I said the question is, do you
bought.
think Zidane could have won the Champions League or the Premiership with that team that we had last season?
No.
But you know why? Do you know why that's not fair? No,
Probably not.
Wait. Let's not say that. If Tuchel could come into the Prem and do that with the team he had, anything's possible.
Anything's possible. True talk.
Anything's possible.
I don't think he would have, but it's true talk. Anything is possible.
But I know that. But I'm just saying, could he have won it at the Premiership or the Champions League last season?
Yes.
The team we had last season with Maguire and Lindelof there.
Anything's possible. At the same time,
no. I don't want to hear. Okay, so I don't want to hear. If anything is possible, then anything could have been possible for United to have lost today. When are you blaming on the manager, bro? You just got lawyered here, bro.
Hey,
don't tell me anything's possible, this is the first time.
You look disgusting.
I just want a tombstone him. Not WWE, bro. I just want a tombstone him, bro.
Hey, okay, make sure we're gonna 3D you for a table.
3D, bro. Tables like
bro. You cannot, bro.
This guy. Listen, Tuchel.
Clip me.
It's a
clip me.
Look,
clip me.
Look,
at the end of the
season's too long.
No, listen. Wait, Farmer, let him talk. He said clip him. So whatever he says here, take this thing and
tell you what.
The season.
Come May, or come May or June, whenever the season ends, Oli would have won us either the Premier League or the Champions League or something better. And then this thing that you guys are talking about is gonna be nothing. I really have.
Okay, and then if he does it, what's gonna happen?
Then he has to go. But don't sit here right now and blame him after going out against Westham, who are a good team, who can beat a lot of teams. We drew against Southampton. And we were talking about how.
No, but listen to what Firma was.
Southampton went and drew one.
Listen to what Firma was saying. Firma is saying, he's okay. If we're not blaming him, we're looking at how he's managing and drawing the games, and it's not showing us.
It's only one game today, bro.
One game is enough.
Bro, he thinks that we're just looking at one game, and then summarizing all our thoughts on Oli. Look, this has been a long case study we're talking about here. This is from when he first joined. This is built up analysis, built up case studies till today.
Okay, look, he's not going nowhere this season. He's not going nowhere this season.
Of course he's not going in. He's not going nowhere this season.
So let's look at the
my thing is this. I've always maintained this. We keep talking about Oli being a guy And the only reason why you have that confidence about Oli going on to win a Premier League or Champions League, because you know that we've got Varane and CR7 in the squad. Why can't we have this confidence?
Okay, when Zidane won the Champions League, who was in his squad?
Look, why can't we?
Does Zidane not have?
I'm not even talking about us winning a trophy, right? But why can't I have this confidence when Oli fields a team and it hasn't got particular players in it that we ain't gonna get any sort of result? Why am I looking at the lineup thinking on paper that's a decent crop of players, but I just don't know if we're gonna win today? And you know what? It doesn't even matter if we're playing. No, and you know what? And it doesn't matter if we're playing West Ham or top team. It doesn't matter if we're playing a swag team. Like I saw Manchester United last season, right? Where if Bruno Fernandes wasn't in this team, if Luke Shaw wasn't even in this team, United was a championship team. And that is not good enough under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
The players were not good enough.
Look at this guy talking about the players, bro. It's not the players, bro.
There's a saying. Listen. There's a saying. You cannot turn a hoe into a housewife. You cannot turn 10 players into champions, mate. Only God. Let's get into the end of the season, boys. Give it to the end of the season, and then we can judge him. But
you know what? I agree with you, but right now we have to look at what's happening right now. And right now, the guy was, you know what he was? He looked out of his depth. Like, when you look at the top managers, they just don't sit there and do nothing. And it's not like he doesn't.
How? The guy is joined Premiership. He is joined top on the Premiership.
No, but so how is he looking out of that
when he is joined top on the Premiership? But
why is it okay? But why is he joined top? Is it because he's a great manager, or we've got a good team that knows how to get?
And that's exactly my point, bro. That's exactly my point. We don't go. We go and we get the best. What we
take away.
Your workplace will not go and get someone who doesn't know how to do a job to play there. But
take away Ronaldo's goals. Yeah, will we join top? Huh? Yes or no? Take away Ronaldo's goals, yeah. Will we be joint top? Yes or no?
Okay, take away Ronaldo. Take away Ronaldo.
You know what the answer? You know what the answer?
Top class manager, and they are struggling, but you come on, tell me it's a football. It's about getting the best players out there, and that is why they.
Not only.
No, but at the same time, let's not forget, yeah. Ronaldo's not at Man United because of Solskjaer. Don't say you said it's about getting the best players. He's only there because Man United's a hierarchy. We're like, fuck that, he ain't going to Man City. So don't go on like social media.
All I'm saying is there has been some worst managers that have won stuff because they had the best squad. You can be the best manager in the world. If you don't have the best team in the world, you cannot do nothing.
Who's been worse than one stuff? Who's been worse than one stuff with not the best squad?
Who?
Brendan Rodgers is. Who's been who? What examples?
Okay, Rodgers is a good manager and he grinds it out like
he's a good manager. That's what I mean.
Okay,
what best managers do you know, bro? Rodgers one dead team.
Rodgers could not win the league with Liverpool, though. He could not do that.
Rodgers finished at one point second, right? Yeah, he didn't win, but Rodgers is
your guy Poch,
second, 1 point.
Yeah?
Ollie's never been in that position. He's been double points behind the person above him or something like that in every time. Like, it's just every time between him and first place, he's been Brendan Rodgers at that time where he lost out from that slip that Gerrard did or whatever. He could have won the league. There's a difference. Or Brendan's gone on to win FA Cup even more recently, yeah, against a top team with his Leicester squad. We're talking about Ollie that's been in 4 semi-finals and he hasn't brought nothing over the line. And this is the difference between a good, better manager. Even with your team that is basic, they will get it over the line. Ollie keeps making, the reason I'm going in so hard now is because he keeps Ollie doesn't have another chance, bro. For me, this is the day. He keeps making the same mistakes. And what we're doing as fans is waiting to when it really matters before our heart breaks and shatters. Before we're like, oh yeah, this guy is not doing what we need him to do. Like when we waited all the way to Europa, it was all hope and pray. I remember doing a pod with you, NK, thinking, damn, your nerves kicked in and you're just like, I don't know if we're even going to beat Villarreal. I don't know. Look, I don't know. Look,
and
have you
look, you know what?
Hold on, let me finish my last point.
Okay.
Do you know that Villarreal hasn't won a game since they beat us? Check it.
I saw them play against Chelsea, and they took Chelsea to they done the same thing that they done with us with Chelsea too.
Let me get it up for you, bro.
Won the Champions League too.
Need some clarifications.
Okay, no. Look, listen. I know what you're going. What I'm just trying to. I am not only biggest fan out there. But what I was saying today is that today we cannot come here and every single time United lose, blame Oli.
Can you see that green? Can you see that green? That's Man United, yeah? That's Man United. Can you see it?
It was on penalties, mate. It was on penalties, mate.
Look at the record. Look. Can you see any wins there?
Oh, Fema, look, as you say, I am not Oli's biggest fan, but as I say, sometimes we have to, as fans, have to come here and give some of these players too a bit of responsibility, because we always put the responsibility on this player.
You know what? You know my responsibility.
A few seasons ago, we had Andres Pereira. And you're gonna tell me that Oli should have used Pereira to win the league. Andres Pereira ain't gonna win no league with no team. Being the star guy.
I don't know why he's talking about Andres Pereira. All I'm saying is, for me, when it comes to defensively, I'm done with Telles. Even attacking, he's not showing me that much. I've been saying it from the day one. I want to trip your bad because I know about Delo. Everyone's
you sitting here blaming Oli, bro.
And you're talking about what you're talking about.
When a guy cannot just defend,
I'm not playing them.
You blame the manager for that.
I'm not playing them against a team like Westham in the first place. This is what you keep doing. You're just like, it's like me saying, do you know what I mean? Like putting on a player that I know is dead, and then you want me to be blaming a player. I'm not putting them on the pitch in the first place against an elite team like West Ham, because I know that they're not going to perform anyway.
And then
I'm automatically looking to the manager.
And talk about how the manager don't rotate. And you know what? And as I said to you, what's going forward?
He rotated
one thing about Oli, I don't like the guy, but Oli learned from his mistake. When he don't trust players, listen. Last season.
Where's that meme? You know that meme?
Listen, go and check. Last season, Man United fans, fuck McFred, no McFred. He played a game against Tottenham. We lost 6-1. And then he said, look, fuck this fans. He said, fuck this fans. I'm going to play the way I know how to play. He said, I'm going to play the way I know how to play. And then he played the way he know how to play. And he took us all the way
You're moving bad today.
To where we need to be.
Okay, you're moving bad today. That's what I'm saying.
No,
I'm not moving mad, but I'm just saying.
He's hungry.
As I said,
he's hungry or something, bro. Something's that
no.
Get your watcher. No. And when you get your watcher, we'll speak after.
Bro, I'm going to eat watcher soon. But I am saying, look, when Oli don't rotate, Oli don't rotate, as fans, we sit here and we act as if we don't understand why he don't rotate. You sit here today, both of you, and then you say, yes, Oli is not good. We all agree that he is not good. The only way he can win is by winning with the good teams. Today, he has proved to you losses that this is why I don't rotate. So between now and the end of the season, if I play Ronaldo every single game, don't come here and tell me that Ronaldo needs a rest, because I cannot rest Ronaldo.
I keep telling you,
that was the message we got from this team.
He rotated against this West Ham team, too many players. I keep saying it's not the fact that I want rotation, but what I'm saying is he rotated too many men for his caliber against a team like that. That's what I'm saying. You're not going to be getting.
He has to do that because these guys need to get minutes. These guys get paid. So what does this guy get paid to do that?
Bro,
this guy get paid to do what?
He could have maintained his back four, right? It's not that deep. Wan-Bissaka got a red. Sure, it's not that deep. It's early on. He could have maintained his back four. He could have kept in David De Gea. He's not going to be gasping for breath. I'm not going to be gasping.
I don't think he should.
You don't think?
I don't think he should. Because what? If you play that team, bro, we sat here last season and we talked about how he played Rashford every single game for Rashford to get injured. And then today you sit here to tell me that he should have played those guys.
What I'm saying is, if we're going to rotate, we can rotate like three man. Rotate like three man. Keep your back four. Keep the certain people that you like. You know what I mean?
Eat some Eba, man, because we are going to agree to disagree. Because we are going to discuss.
You think this is FM, and you think the chemistry is going to be maintained there, and all of that. Oli's such a great manager that is going to bring it all out of them because he's rotated like 10 man. Like it's not going to happen, bro. And we're going to be having this conversation all the time.
Fema, today's game, Westham made 11 changes as we made 11 changes.
Yeah, Moyes is better than Oli, man.
Okay, no. What? Don't let me come and slap you over there, bro, man. Moyes ain't better. Look, we made the same changes. Listen. We made the same changes as them. The only difference in today's game, was because our left back got turned inside out by the right back.
You know what? It's true you made the point.
And our striker was not making a forward run. That was the big difference there. Moyes did not do anything tactically in today's game for you to say, oh, Moyes tactically outshine Oli.
Okay,
He didn't do
but
nothing
you know what?
tactically
Let's
today,
just talk
bro.
overall.
Nothing tactically today, bro. Today's game was not tactically wrong.
You wouldn't even know if you done something tactically well.
Could Oli have got into Europa League with that West Ham team last season? Yes or no? Nah, exactly.
I don't know. Moyes had the same team, and then he was on relegation one season after that. Sometimes with teams here, it's like right now too. Brighton is in Champions League places. There are certain teams here you just don't know. I mean that Leicester manager that won the Premiership.
Rendered.
Well, you could sit here and say maybe Ranieri. I mean he used to coach Chelsea and he had experience managing big teams too. With Lazio and stuff like that too. So you cannot say, can only do this or can only do. You just don't know what tools are available. Some teams in one season can be good. It's like Wolves, for example.
Why did you ask about Zidane then?
Huh?
If you said you don't know.
I'm just saying, if Zidane had the same team that Oli had last season, he would have struggled. But if Zidane had the same team as Oli got this season, he could have done something. But Oli hasn't completed a season with a world-class.
Only got to the semi-final. If Zidane got to the semi-finals, he's winning that. He's winning at least one of the semi-finals.
Do you know why I don't want to hear that? Do you know why I don't want to hear that about Oli?
You don't know that,
because Oli, this is Oli's third year, right?
No, well, yeah.
He's 30, so he had a summer before last season, and that's the team he decided to take into the season. So it's not like he inherited that team.
Bro,
he had a chance to improve.
You say that, yeah. You say that, but Oli wanted to go get Haaland. Oli wanted Haaland, yeah, and then the club said they couldn't buy Haaland because of a release clause. He said to you, bro, the way I play, I need a number 9, and they said no. You work with Martial. Martial is not a number 9. Oli said, I need strikers that will put their face in there and get their nose broken. Ronaldo ain't gonna do that, but Ronaldo, he has finally got that number 9. No.
Haaland, he wouldn't have done anything. Haaland would just play well because it's Haaland.
Every manager know what he wants. It's like, what do you call it? Every manager know what he wants.
Let's be realistic. Oli's been backed. Like, let's stop being like. Let's be serious.
He's been backed,
but
he was not. He only just got a striker that he needed. Oli has not got a striker.
But that even shows him.
Cavani was good, but Cavani was not.
But that even shows he's not really that good of a manager. Like, you should always have backup options. There's no way you go, if I don't get Haaland, I'm not going to get no one.
It's Manchester United, bro. Don't tell me it's Man United, bro. Are you going to sit here and tell me that Oli did not? People say that, Oli did not want a defensive midfielder. He wanted a defensive midfielder. But you know what? You can say what I think. If the money was there to go get Declan Rice, he would have.
I don't want to hear that because he didn't get one.
Bro, you know what? After today's game,
in the name of rotation,
after today's game,
you just want us to get knocked out of every trophy, everything in the name of rotation. That's it. That's all I'm hearing from NK. In the name of rotation, guys need to play.
No, all I'm saying is today I came here with one argument. My argument today. No, my argument today is that. Today loss should not be blamed on the manager.
Let's never blame Oli then. I don't want to hear you mention Oli in OT99 again. Yeah.
Before you start talking
I don't want to hear you before now to like at least January. Yeah. I don't want to hear you mention anything about Oli. And I guarantee you, next OT99, this guy's going to be mentioning something about Oli. I guarantee you. Look, let's leave Oli alone.
There are some games. There are some games,
No, don't worry. Don't worry. Oli's going to do Champions League and Premier League. Don't worry about it.
Here and we have to call it. We have to call it where it is. We cannot have an agenda based
Oli
on
paid him off, bruv.
No.
I want in, bro. That's all I'm saying.
When we come here and do
Ambassador of Oli, I want in, bro.
We have to come here and be fair. You cannot come here and say, you cannot have a favorite and say, this guy plays. No. You don't have to come here. Because, look, Edwin, for example, Edwin got a better against Oli. Edwin got a better against Oli. Anytime we win, whether we win or lose, he's always going for Oli.
No, I always go for Maguire. That's 100.
Exactly my point, bro. And Oli too, bro.
But with Oli, I did say that my problem with Oli is I actually want him to do well, just because of the history, knowing he was at Man United, him being involved in like winning the Champions League for us. but I have to be honest and say that he's been given 3 years is a long time for any coach in this modern day.
This is his third year. This is his third year, bro.
And that's
This
more
is
than
third year.
How long did Lampard have?
Huh?
How long did
Boys.
Lampard have?
How long did Klopp have? Klopp won a trophy in his 4th season.
Yeah, but do you know what? At least Klopp,
Since this guy
Klopp was playing good football though. Like,
this guy came. Your club is not playing. Your club has been playing Champions League football.
Okay, do you know what's a big difference? Has Klopp wasted that much money as Solskjaer?
Only hasn't wasted no money. What money has he wasted?
He spent 400 million and what has he won?
This season is when he's gonna win it.
Okay. Do you know what? I'm clipping this. We're gonna have a cover at the end of the season.
See, Klopp, yeah, in the latter ends of the third season, whatever, was chasing Man City right down to the wire. Sustained pressure. When we're talking about a couple of points, we're talking about double figures gap. Like, let's not compare the two. Like, this is only 10 seasons. He has not. Get out of there, bro.
Okay, so only and this is what I'm telling you. Come the end of the season, only is either gonna win the league or he's gonna be behind Chelsea, bro. My God, neck and neck. He's gonna be at the back of.
Just a minute ago, he was winning. Why are you trying to do a backup?
Oli, I beg you, just pay me up. I'll back you, bro. I beg you, pay me what you're paying this guy, bro.
Look,
just break me off offline. Get me
discussing it. You must are here,
we've done.
You have come here today, and you have not gone in on the players that let you down today.
Okay, before we go here, let's talk about the players. What did you think about the structuring? What do you think about the players? Do you think there was any fluidity in the play? Like, do you think anyone actually?
I think today, you know what? Today, United played good today. Today, United played good. The only problem that we had was that we just did not have forward runs to create chances. Van der Beek today, look at some of the passing that Van der Beek was doing today. If you know that run that Greenwood done,
played terrible,
and
bro.
Van der Beek found
played terrible, bro. Teller's terrible. Delo was terrible. It was terrible. Let's be honest. Donny van der Beek played decent. You get me? Matic played. I like Matic's performance.
Right.
But let's be honest. Terrible. Martial, terrible. You understand? Very terrible. Like, we're talking about a team that ultimately just played dead. It was dead. It was really dead. And this is the team that will continually play dead like this in a world without CR7, in a world without Bruno Fernandes, in a world like that. This is the Man United that we should be knowing. If it wasn't for the fact that Bruno Fernandes was saving us and Rashford was saving us. Man United are a mid-table team. I'm telling you, Man United are a mid-table team under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer without certain key players. I'm telling you.
That's every team, though. That's every team, though. Klopp is a mid-table team without Salah. Klopp is a mid-table team without Salah, without Van der Dijk.
Smoking, bro. Klopp, he would lose his Salah, he would lose his Mane, and he will still get the victory, bro. Yeah, it may not be long-term sustained throughout the whole season and him to go on to win the Premier League, but there's levels to this. It will still go and win it. There's managers that will go down to 10 men and you wouldn't even know that they're down to 10 men. That's the levels that we're talking about. Oli, fam, you lose one player and this guy, bruv, you will have Brentford that will go and spank us, blood. You understand? Man United was dead today. We had 20-something plus attempts on goal. Bruv, dead. Output, dead. And you're still playing Martial up top.
And manager's job is to make sure that the team create chances. It's the player's job to score. So if we did not create chances today, then you blame the manager.
You're man of the match. You're man of the match.
You know when we play against Villarreal, yeah? When we play against Villarreal and we could not break that team down, we could not create chances. That's when you blame the manager. But when he was your man of the match, and your guys are not doing that, look at the chance that Martial got. You know when the chance that Martial got, he got a chance and instead of to shoot at the ball, he tried to square it.
At least 50 bags. At least 50 racks has been paid. Down payment, Bob. Cash app.
Oh, Lord.
Give me your man of the match.
I need to go spend all this money that he paid me, Bob. I need to go and spend all this money that he's paid me, Bob.
Look, give me your man of the match and you're deadest guy on the pitch today.
Well, man of the match today? You know, to be honest, it's between Matic and Van der Beek, but I'm probably gonna give it to Van der Beek. I feel like today when he came on today, I saw something in him that I felt the team needed, which was getting the ball from the defense. His passing was good. He didn't really kind of panic. I think second half maybe he was a bit rusty a little bit in the second half and everything. But overall, if I have to make a case for any of those guys to make it, maybe say start against Aston Villa or so, I'll probably say maybe he can come in for Fred in the same lineup. He will be the only guy that I bring into that team for Fred.
Guy? I'm a bit harsh, but yeah.
It has to be. It has to be Martial. He was poor today. I don't think he had no shot on target. I don't even think he had a shot today. I don't think, bro. You are a striker, and that's what you need to do. As a striker, you need to be in the penalty box. Stop this thing where you have to come back and then try to do a 1-2. Well, your job is not to do 1-2 passing. Your job is not to have touches on the ball. Your job is to bury goals. He came there. He was vexed. Mourinho came and took the number 9 off him and shipped him to the wings. This is why he got shipped. And yes, and you know what? This is when Oli too. One thing about Oli, he give people a chance. And I tell you what, after the performance that Martial had today, bro, we are not going to be seeing Martial play in that number 9 role anytime soon. And I tell you what, and that is Oli. I'm gonna do that.
Edwin, your man of the match and your least favorite of the game.
Least favorite of the game. Social, I'm joking. You know what? Yeah, I think overall, there wasn't really a standout performance or a standout bad performance for me. I think Martial really just, if I'm looking at who was in their position and who didn't really play well in their position, it has to be Martial. You know what I mean? He had nice little one touches and interplay, but it wasn't, you're a striker. You're not there for all that stuff. So I don't think he fulfilled his role as a striker. And in regards to worst player, the worst player, Martial. I just don't think he fulfilled his role as striker. Best player, I don't really have a best player, but I think similar to what NK said, Van der Beek, he did give the ball away a few times, but I like his work rate. He didn't give up. You know what I mean? He tried to make himself available. He made sure he was present at the back, and also, attacking wise, he was trying to do overlaps. But one thing I don't understand about Man United is like they've got this thing where I don't know if it's only me, they don't like passing them the ball.
Who?
Testing them up. Donny.
Van der Beek, have you realized?
No, today he got a ball. But
he got a ball, but there's times
the guy that was getting the ball. But today he got a ball. He got the ball. They were giving him more of the ball than Fred would have had today. And as I said to you, today, I feel like everybody was confident to give Van der Beek the ball more than it would have been for Fred. And that's why I say, like, there was one time he got the ball, and there was like about 2 Westham players coming on. Bro, he just turned them easily, bro. Fred would never do that, bro. He turned them easily, bro.
You know what? Fred will be like this.
Right.
so confused.
Let me wrap it up because the time's gone now. So my man of the match is obviously Mason Greenwood. I feel like it was the most effective guy on the pitch for us. I feel like it was the guy where the only goal was coming from. It was going to be from him. It was driving at the defense. It was turning in, turning out, creating chances. No one at the other end to put it in the net. It's a shame because he was the one that was trying to do more the creating when you would have liked him to be the one that was in the box finishing it off. And it's a shame that Sancho, wasn't, able to like support him as enough as he wanted to do in that sense. But and then at least I have to put it down to Martial because it was tough to be fair because I was thinking about the fullbacks as well because they didn't contribute anything.
Actually, Tellers, we forgot about Tellers,
They didn't contribute. I literally didn't contribute anything.
The way Tellers got turned was terrible.
Yeah. But I'm not going to give it to Tellers. Why? Because Tellers is coming in so cold, and I'm going to give it to Martial because Martial's a guy that still continued this form, and it's just not good enough. It's just not good enough. He's just doing nothing. He had a whole 90 minutes doing zilch.
Well, maybe Zidane going to change it. Zidane going to change it. Don't worry, Zidane going to change it.
We've heard our views. Look, this is the OT99 Banter Room where opinions are shared and smoke gets served. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and support the team. Follow on Instagram at OT99 Banter Room, Twitter at 99 Banter, and TikTok at OT99 Banter Room. All one word. Look, follow, like, subscribe, and support the team. Peace.